Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, divine creators of our crystalline creations of the clear light of bliss. As we step through the doorway of perception and into the timeless space of the infinite Buddha mind, we realize our true nature of eternal life and free ourselves and all sentient beings from all wheels of samsara and karma, and manifest the freedom codes of our divine heritage. The gold, red, and blue Buddhas are with us now, assisting in walking our middle path with heart, and navigating through Maya and release all illusions and delusions of the mind, and consciously co-create the pure land of enlightenment forevermore. In 2 days' time, we have our most powerful full blood moon and total lunar eclipse in Pisces of the holy waters, as the emotions flow freely, and we follow the path of least resistance of the divine feminine and the downward flow of the water element, and heal all aspects of our infinite multidimensional self, and become the 5D avatars of our new heaven upon the new earth. A'ho. Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul, White Gold Eagle, Keen 47, Blue Galactic Hand of our Universal Alliance of Light with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to listen to the very end, where we release a powerful divine decree of the Diamond Earth. And please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below. And now we continue with Divine Sister of the Light, Valerie A. Elster. Feel deeply into your crystalline light body. All systems go. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Aura 444. Be gentle with yourself this weekend, as heavy clearings are coming up with the blood moon lunar eclipse. Portals magnetize energy, and lunar energy is dense compared to the sun. Release any emotions or negative thoughts that may come up this weekend, then replace with the opposite emotion or thought to balance your energy. It's a great time to clear clutter or organize. Eclipses also signal endings and new beginnings, which will bring more empowerment and clarity once the clearings have completed and light is being received. Shift with grace and nourishment for yourself. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Kathleen Elaine, September energies, pre-eclipse reflections. As we step into September, many of us can already feel the current shifting. The days leading up to the new moon and partial solar eclipse carry a unique tone, both gentle and charged, like the air before a storm that brings renewal. You may notice head pressure, unusual tiredness, or sudden waves of sleepiness. Emotional releases surfacing without clear reason. Vivid dreams or feeling you've been busy at night even if you don't remember. A deeper pull to rest, ground, and simplify. These are not signs that something is wrong. They are signs that your body and soul are recalibrating. The eclipse acts like a veil, dissolving what is false, unveiling what is hidden, and preparing us for what is true. This month asks us to walk gently without forcing outcomes. Ground deeply into the earth, who steadies us through change. Trust that rest is sacred and not a weakness. Hold compassion for ourselves and for the collective, as fear and distortion rise to the surface. Remember, the eclipse is not here to undo you. It is here to unveil you. What is real will remain. What dissolves was never yours to carry. May this month be a turning point of clarity, courage, and remembrance for all of us. I walk gently through the veil. What is true remains, and what is false dissolves. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Shay from Numbers by Shay Numerology, 9525. September's mission is to guide us out of a way of thinking and being, and help us make space for new growth. Today is for the freedom that comes with closure, and how goodbyes, regardless of circumstances, always release obligations and burdens, promise new beginnings, open new channels, and expose hidden truths. They create space, expansion, and options. Your right action when endings occur is to stay present as the moment unfolds. Be as objective as possible because you don't see the bigger picture. Value emotional honesty over social tradition and trust in the wisdom of cycles. There truly is a season for all things, and this is the time for sweet surrender. And today from Divine Star of the Light, Natalia Alba. Beloved ones, we are at a turning point in our ascension journey. Many of us have now embodied a new identity through complete transfiguration, for we have balanced the ego, embodied and understood our shadows, and merged with our divine selves. We are now entering the eclipse season, a phase for us to shift in the physical, what we have previously transformed within. The Piscean eclipse has already started, even though we see the final result in our heavens on September 7th. All is already aligned and happening. Now for all is simultaneous. Piscean, aquamarine, plasmatic codes are being anchored on the Earth's core as never before in our ascension journey. For the Earth's original mother codes are being retrieved as our planet continues healing, removing false ascension timelines, retrieving its original template and clearing years of trauma, repression, disconnection, and profound fragmentation. We all can connect to these aquamarine crystalline structures. Once descended from the current Piscean eclipse, are expanded from the earth to all who are willing to release, cleanse their bodies, and all residual energies. Visualize in your pineal gland, where visualization takes place, the aquamarine ray descending upon your crown, then your entire body, and then anchor it on the earth's core. See then how you embodied from your earth star chakra the plasmatic aquamarine rings emerging from the earth's core, and move up into the earth star chakra, then first through the rest of your entire energetic chakra system, giving them the purpose of your intention, co-creation with them, whether clearing, chakra transfiguration, DNA recodement, or any other purpose. Embrace them, knowing your DNA's divine intelligence will know how to decode them, triggering the shift you are meant to experience at this time. It is not a time now for action, but for allowing. Although we are all unique and no one better than you can know exactly what you need for your journey. We are preparing ourselves to ground our visions for the Virgo eclipse. Uranus, retrograde in Gemini from today, September 5th, invites us to move within, to transform our inner worlds, so we can then change our outer reality. Change begins in the mind, as Uranus in Gemini represents. If the mind is open and aligned to our heart, higher truths can be embodied. When the ego still controls, thinking it knows best, and our minds are linear, fixed in old beliefs, there can be no further integration. This is a time for us to be flexible, allowing what this phase has to reveal to you, even if it is painful for the ego. Allow your soul to show you where you need to surrender, where you need to be more grounded, and where you need to release to allow the new. When we resist change, everything conspires to push us into the new dimensional space we need to occupy now. Surrendering, as Piscean energies remind us, and letting go is key for us to be where the divine has assigned us to be for this new trajectory. It is hard to constantly let go, as we are always shifting, integrating, and therefore becoming anew, as we integrate higher illumined essences. As a result, all shifts again in our lives. We relocate, as the previous space becomes energetically incompatible. We transform or release relationships as not always we are meant to release, but to learn how to transform, through love, some of our relationships, and readjust to our new state of being in space. We are living many cycles within the same one. This is how accelerated our path has become. This 2-year window is key for us to cut all links with an old timeline, as this year is almost gone. Even though the human year ending is in December, for me it is now when we are closing a chapter, preparing for a new one, especially with this Piscean eclipse, and by having Saturn in Pisces, together with Neptune again as well, for the last time on October 22nd. It is the end of self-sacrifice, of mental, emotional, and energetic slavery for many of us. The end of karmic repetitive cycles in this eternal planetary karmic wheel, and the end of the veil of illusion we have carried for many lifetimes. This is what Piscean represents, the end and the beginning of polarity integration and reconnection, when many of you are already. The beginning of energetic sovereignty, which leads to physical ascension, is marked by the start of achieving physical emancipation from all that previously damaged and manipulated our energy and minds as we enter the Pisces era. We are now moving into the end and therefore the beginning of what we have been wanting to manifest over the past few months. When this moment comes, we may experience anxiety and fear of the unknown, but also the joy of all that is aligning for us to co-create differently from a more conscious perspective. Pisces Virgo axis, as we not only have the eclipses, but as you know also the nodal axis in Pisces and Virgo, is all about release, surrender, and bringing divine order and manifestation into the tangible, which is what Virgo prompts us to do at this time. At a physical level, this also has a tremendous impact on our well-being. Many of you will initiate yourself in physical ascension, correcting eating habits, moving into a more conscious way of living, eating and being, and starting to build and reconnect your light bodies, so the process of transfiguration can begin. It is time for us to move from the invisible soul realms into our earthly one, for it is here where we came to bring change. It is time to create space so we can ground our spiritual insights, soul's visions, and goals for our new lives. May you move into the new, knowing you are prepared to embrace who you are and all you deserve to live. With an infinite love, from NataliaAlba.com. And today from Divine Brother of the Light, Diego E. Berman, Ph.D. Uranus retrograde and eclipse codes. A cosmic rewiring is underway. September 5th, 2025. Dear friends, as planet Uranus begins its retrograde journey through Gemini today, the collective field is touched by a sudden shift of frequency. Uranus, planet of awakening, disruption, and higher consciousness, brings the energy of surprise and sudden redirection. In Gemini, its influence moves through the corridors of the mind, communication, and the nervous system. This retrograde phase turns the lightning bolt inward, sparking revelations, downloads, and rewiring that may feel both unsettling and liberating. It is as if the cosmic current is asking us to pause, to listen, and to attune to new ways of thinking and perceiving reality. This turning of Uranus coincides with the approach of Sunday's lunar eclipse in Pisces, an event that carries powerful light codes destined to wash through the collective and individual fields. The eclipse corridor has already begun, and its subtle pull amplifies the retrograde's effects. Together, these energies create a moment of inner recalibration. 144 flowing in. Old narratives dissolve, outdated thought patterns are disrupted, and fresh streams of intuitive wisdom begin to emerge. The retrograde stirs the mental body, while the eclipse codes pour through the emotional body, forming a bridge between intellect and intuition. On the physical level, sensitive individuals may experience heightened nervous tension as Uranus in Gemini works directly with the brain and the neural pathways. Sudden bursts of energy, insomnia, buzzing sensations in the head, or a feeling of electrical surges through the body are possible. The incoming eclipse light codes further intensify these sensations, pressing the cellular structure to release stagnant memory and open to higher frequency encoding. This can feel like pressure in the temples, sudden fatigue, or fluctuations in energy levels throughout the day. Emotionally, this retrograde and eclipse combination may stir both excitement and restlessness. Uranus seeks freedom, while the lunar eclipse dissolves illusions, bringing suppressed feelings to the surface. Sensitive souls may find themselves swinging between clarity and confusion. Moments of deep inspiration, followed by waves of emotional release. The air element of Gemini and the water element of Pisces merge here, creating an atmosphere of fluid yet unpredictable currents in the emotional body. This can manifest as sudden mood shifts, tears without a clear cause, or bursts of laughter and relief as old emotional knots untangle. Spiritually, Uranus retrograde acts as a transmitter, rerouting cosmic intelligence inward so that the eclipse light codes can anchor more effectively. It is a moment to become aware of the subtle upgrades happening within the mind's architecture, thought patterns shifting, perception widening, and intuitive clarity strengthening. Those attuned to their inner landscape may feel as though timelines are collapsing and reforming. As the eclipse light carries the codes of higher alignment, it is less about pushing forward and more about allowing the rewiring to occur with grace and trust. The key during this period is surrender and conscious grounding. Movement practices, breathwork, or spending time in nature can help stabilize the nervous system as Uranus retrograde stirs the mind. Journaling, meditation, and stillness can assist in decoding the light codes carried by the lunar eclipse. Above all, sensitive individuals are encouraged to soften into the waves of change, trusting that both Uranus and the eclipse are working together to clear the inner channels, preparing body and soul for a profound leap in consciousness. Have a wonderful weekend and stay tuned as we ride these initial eclipse corridor waves. Much love, we are one. From DiegoBerman.com. And today from Divine Star of the Light Erini, Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy. The petal has been reconnected to the flower. Glory to the Holy Mother. Now it will all become a piece of cake for those who have authentic trust and love within their hearts. This piece of cake is from the weddings of the gods and goddesses, and it will bring the sweetness of life to the innocent ones. Haters will be served a piece of the same cake too, but it will have a totally different taste for them, more like a taste of their own reflections and misfires. Divine genius is at work in such a perfect manner. This September is the real thing. You will not believe what will take place in the world while the recalibration will be reaching its picking point. What a miraculous day this was. Blessings of Trinity love multiplied to all, Sophia, Athena, Nike. The wisdom of the Noahs of God is always victorious. And today from Divine Star of the Light Carolyn, 144 God Code. This Pisces blood full moon eclipse is breaking the hexes, spells, and curses off of you and your bloodline. Your role in ending this has been part of your initiation of leadership in the new earth. Stay the course and keep going, while the Most High delivers judgments on all the wrongdoings against you, taking you away from all evil and temptation. Cycles are over. Resolution is here. You are reaping the rewards of becoming whole and moving on into the oneness field with the all. Yah bless. Love, Carolyn, from 144godcode.com. And today from Divine Star of the Light, Colleen Lemma. On Friday, September 5th, Uranus, the Great Awakener, shifts to retrograde motion at 1 degree of high-strung Gemini. Uranus rules freedom, liberation, change, redirection, independence, individuality, inspiration, innovation, rebellion, unpredictability, breakthroughs in the future. Gemini rules information, messages, opinions, intelligence, writing, speaking, learning, teaching, restlessness, nervous energy, adaptability, and duality. We may have been feeling the slowdown of this eccentric planet as difficulties sleeping, having highs and lows in our physical energy, challenges with shutting our mind off, extreme anxiety, flashes of insight, profound revelations, new thoughts and ideas, extreme behaviors, shocking news, sudden and unexpected circumstances, changing situations, and an itch for freedom. New universal truths, leaps in consciousness, societal change, and a focus on humanitarian concerns is indicated. As the energies of this revolutionary planet turn inward with the retrograde, we are realigning with a more authentic version of ourselves. It is a wake-up call to release outdated and outmoded ways of thinking, perceiving, being, and believing. And it precedes a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, last sign of the zodiac, which is about releasing and letting go. This time period is made more powerful by these two events happening within just a couple of days of each other. Awaken yourself to the freedom within. Liberate your soul from what no longer supports your truth. Welcome in the energies of evolutionary change, and expect the unexpected. Blessings of love and light to all, from ColleenLemma.com. And today from Divine Star of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Mars in Libra, square Jupiter and Cancer. Yesterday's rumbles are today's noise. Under this influence, everything is magnified. Goals, effort, anger. It's easy to overreact, overdo, overpromise. How much can be done? Whilst there's a powerful injection of enthusiasm, energy, and motivation. Guard against impulsiveness and impatience. Temper your anger. A desire for the big win can exaggerate small losses, just as overcompetitiveness can take the fire out of little achievements. Don't forget to celebrate tiny victories. Maybe you don't need to make a big impression on others to forge a strong connection. Still, there's enormous courage to go for your goals and fight for what you believe in. Passion and willingness can throw open the doors of opportunity. Let faith guide your actions, but stay grounded. Check in with the source of your motivation. Avoid going on a crusade. Know your strengths. Know when to stop. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 165, Red Solar Serpent. Tone 9 with its keywords intention, pulse, and realize marks the 9th day of the Red Earth wave spell. A pivotal moment like reaching the peak of a climb where the view shifts. This 13-day journey, the 13th chapter of the Tzolk'in's 20, drives evolution through synchronicity and navigation. And today's powerful energy, amplified by the number 9, 3 times 3, fuels your determination to achieve your goals. Set a strong intention, like committing to a bold step in your personal growth, to harness this turning point. Red Serpent pulses with life force, instinct, and survival. A complex energy revered by the Maya through Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent. Picture time slithering like a snake's trail in the sand, guiding you to be in the right place at the right time. In this wave spell, serpent sensitivity sharpens your timing, helping you navigate synchronicity. Trust your tingling instincts, perhaps by acting on a gut feeling about a decision to align with Earth's evolutionary rhythm. This is a galactic activation portal day, heightening the energy like a doorway to deeper insights. As one of 2 portal days in this wave spell, it demands focus to channel its intensity, offering a surge of clarity to propel your growth. And today from Divine Star of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Red Solar Serpent, 9 Cheek-chan, Keen 165, 5th of September 2025. Pulsing Life Force. Keen 165 equal 12 equal 3, Holy Trinity. 144 continuing to quantum solar flash in. A transformational, liberating, heavenly, galactic activation power portal. Another gap day today adds extra intensity to this potent day, when the veils to other dimensions are easily accessible. A powerfully enriched day of passion and intensity to live life with renewed vigor. A very dynamic day as the energies keep compounding, beloveds, heading into eclipse season. Day 9 in the Red Earth wave spell of evolution, through navigating our way through the signs, synchronicity, and earth magic, flowing and aligning with the rhythms and cycles of Nova Gaia. Today carries an intensity of responding instinctively to the synchronicities that come our way as a means for survival. We are pulsing out raw passion, energy through our instincts to ensure our evolution as individuals and the human species. Tone of creation, solar tone 9, operates in the spiritual realm. Action realizing, power pulsing, essence intention. The 9th day of the wave spell is the one that gives the last push prior to manifestation. The solar phase is where we wake up to the fact that our will affects the reality we experience, so we begin pulsing, extending our intent into realization, visualizing what we want to manifest, and pulsing that intention from our heart. This assists us in making our dreams come true. Today is extremely potent as we have the solar pulsing tone pairing with red serpent, intensity, passion, and life force with the dragon's creation codes and a gap day. Kapow! The solar serpent is akin to a double serpent, and the gap day reminds us of our recent 10-day gap passage down the serpent's tail and the spine of the Tzolk'in. This is the power of Keen 165. Be aware. This is very, very, very powerful manifestation energy today. Make sure you are fully conscious of your intent and what you wish to realize, and avoid dropping into fear and survival responses. Today's question is, what am I pulsing forth through my passionate intentions to birth my vision today? Divine blessings for birthing brilliant solar impulses today. In la ketch shala keen. Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 165, Red Solar Serpent. The mantra, the code for today is, I pulse in order to survive. Realizing instinct, I seal the store of life force with the solar tone of intention. I am guided by the power of birth. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. And now we complete today's transmissions with a very powerful divine decree of the diamond earth. I am a living spiral of crystalline light. I anchor the diamond codes of Uluru through my heart and being. I dissolve all false implants, astral distortions, and illusions of separation. I restore the purity of my divine DNA and reclaim my sixth-dimensional angelic inheritance. Through the 13th Earth vortex, I align with the new Earth crystalline network, embodying the frequencies of harmony, truth, and divine purpose. I decree that my body, mind, and spirit are unified as a sacred channel of God's infinite plan. I serve the one heart of creation. I embody my unique mission with courage and radiance. I stabilize Earth's ascension through my presence, my love, and my devotion. So it is, so it shall be, so it is done. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful and blessed weekend ahead as we continue our journey through the Ascension portal and into our new heaven upon the new earth. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.